Sir Rod Stewart is happily married to his wife, Benny Lancaster, and the couple recently celebrated their 16th wedding anniversary. The rocker, who is currently on the North American leg of his world tour, is known to have family members, including his exes, as his guests in the audience. The Maggie May is famously still on good terms with his previous partners, most of whom are leggy blondes. The 78-year-old "Do You Think Him Sexy" singer, who has 8 children by 5 different women, is one of the few men who has remained amicable with his ex-wives. Not only that, but the women are said to get on like a house on fire, most notably Lana Stewart and Rachel Hunter, who often arrange meetups with each other independent of Sir Rod. Read more. Rod Stewart divides with pajama-clad video as fans question if it's a wind-up, but the musician was a notorious heartbreaker at the height of his fame and admitted that he was sleeping with so many models he got bored. He said, "Sex at one point was beginning to be boring, in the late 80s, early 90s, always flying in models left, right and center. One would arrive, the other would leave. It just became. I was getting lonely. I thought, you've got everything, women, great success, kids, but there wasn't a devotion to someone I could be devoted to, so I got bored of it," he added to The Sun. Don't miss Strictly's Amy Dowden's heartbreak after being hospitalized in cancer. Update. Latest, Rod Stewart addresses worried fans in health update after singer cancels show. Health. Loose women star says Prince William's misstep puts monarchy in jeopardy. Royal. At only 17 he had a fling with art student Susanna Buffy, who he met in a nightclub in London in 1961. She soon became pregnant with daughter Sarah Streeter, making the singer a first-time dad. Susanna, who now lives in France, is said to have left him heartbroken, and decades later, in 2013, he sang about the romance on his album, Time, on the track, Brighton Beach. "Woke to find you gone. Teenage heart scattered to the floor," he sang. "I swear to God, I could not have loved you anymore. I sit here playing with my kids and wonder where you are in this world. Do you ever stop and think about me?" Their daughter was adopted by Evelyn and Gerald Thubron, and she didn't know about her famous father until she was a teenager. The pair were reunited when she was 18 but rarely saw each other. They now have a solid relationship. In 1965, Sir Rod started a romance with Jenny Rylance, who he dated for 2 years before he called it quits. He set eyes on another blonde model, Dee Harrington, who he met in 1971 and was with for 4 years, and according to reports she famously claimed the star wore her knickers on their first night together. "He had a big sexual appetite," she said in a TV documentary, according to Evening Standard. "He liked me to show my legs. He would have married me after 3 months, but I did not feel I had to. He then started to live the life he was reading about himself in the papers, and I did not want to be part of it." By 1975 he moved on to yet another blonde, Swedish actress and singer Britt Ekland, who he met through Joan Collins. She too claimed Rod had a thing for underwear, as Britt told the Mirror, "He did used to like to wear my underwear though. He'd wear these baggy satin trousers and needed little satin pants. Rod would wear my knickers. He liked them." Britt, who had starred in 1971's Get Carter with Michael Caine and was a Bond girl in The Man with the Golden Gun, lived with Rod for 2 years and is said to have given up her career to focus on the relationship. But their romance collapsed 2 years later. In typical style, Rod wasted no time in getting back on the love train and sparked up the romance with leggy blonde Lana Stewart, née Collins. Alana became Rod's first wife and the mother of his second daughter, Kimberly, and first son, Sean. The couple wed in 1979, but Rod ended the marriage 5 years later. He then began dating blonde model, Kelly Emberg, who was 15 years younger than him, and they had a 7-year relationship. They had one daughter, Ruby. But Rod admitted to GQ in 2001 that he also treated her terribly and has described her as the most wonderful woman in the world. The I Don't Want to Talk About It star opened up about his exes and told The Sun, "I haven't treated women badly, but am not proud of the way I broke up relationships. I was a real coward." Rod moved on to Sports Illustrated and Playboy model Rachel Hunter, who he met in a club in 1991, and proposed less than 3 weeks later. They wed 3 months later and had a daughter, Renee, 18 months later. 2 years later son, Liam, was born. The couple, who had a 25-year age gap, officially divorced in 2006, but, this time, he was the one devastated by the split and also insisted he was faithful throughout their marriage. He started dating his current wife Benny in 1999, the same year he and Rachel had separated. Speaking of their marital bliss, he gushed that Penny meant everything to him as he reflected on their relationship. He said, "I'm stunned that Penny has kept me around for 20 years. They have not invented the words for how I feel about her. She is everything." He went on to say that she helped him understand the importance of a long and happy marriage, as he admitted, "It took me a while to learn, because I have been a scallywag in the past." The couple shares sons, Alistair and Aidan, and the rocker has finally ditched his bad boy ways in his 70s.
To